light, YU tears them to ribbons!
That's done.
And it's happening back on. It's actually a kill!
Headshot after headshot.
Smoking its carnage in the corner! We are balling!
We're straight balling! Let's go, baby! Chasing down this Ana. Ana is dead. Baptiste is in the grave 6 feet under. There goes the other Genji. There can only be one, and it's Muhiki!
He finds his one, he finds his two, he finds his three, he finds his four!
King down. That's gonna be the round for CSU.
The flash in their face right there. Quadra kill. He's going for the pentakill.
He gets the first one. He gets the second for the map.
Oh my goodness, and people are dropping like flies!
He walks right through the omen and he takes down the spike carrier, the Vanga finds the third, and Levy takes them all down! You need an egg, egg's leaving it up to Goose, Goose is gonna put it in! Oh no, Goose for the third! Bang! This looking doable, Scrum McLord is on a rampage! They're tearing them apart, tearing them to ribbons, Tiffin has been slain!
That's it. That's it. CSU wins. All right. And with that, Cleveland State has beaten Manchester and become the new champions of GLEC. First team to beat them in these playoffs, like, ever.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to CSU. Today, joined by Micah here for the C-Val Nationals. Our Valorant White team is here today playing against, I don't remember what this team is named. I don't know how I forgot. It's something with an S, as you can see by the two S's.
Yeah.
Is that you?
It's SU? It was, can you check the Twitch real quick for the title? Or even restream. Either or.
Oh yeah, we got
Syracuse University.
Huh?
Syracuse
University. Yep. We get paid for this.
Yeah. We are also on the wrong sides.
Oh, we are. Valorant loves to do that. It'll have the lobby like, oh, we're on the right side, but then it'll switch when the game starts. Valorant loves doing that, and I don't know why. It looks like mostly mirrored compositions as far as I can tell, if not exclusively mirrored. Yes, the Taeho Jet just switched in order. Everything else perfectly down the line. You like to see it.
Yeah. Jet has always been a staple on this map, and since it is back in rotation, oh, not back in rotation, but people are starting to pick it, is interesting to see how Taeho's going to play on it.
I mean, Taeho's just good everywhere, right?
True, yeah.
That's the thing with Taeho is, you know, having a second initiator, obviously, good. Whoa. Having your flash initiator, having a second initiator. I don't know what the actual term is. I know that there's a term for it. By the way, having two initiators, flash init, and then the other initiator. Taeho being so good at that, clearing out so much space with the guided salvos, with the grenade, with the drone able to make a lot of space. I guess it would be information. Information initiator. I'm gonna take the headset away from the microphone so it doesn't get too loud by the mic. Yeah, starting on defense here for CSU. Looking like a standard start for the pistol. Nobody's gonna go for anything too crazy. No sheriffs on the line. No regen shields. Don't want to get too risky with it.
What's up?
Switch on the left side. Did you transition it?
My fault.
It happens. All right, getting into it. Nice little one-sided or one-way smoke, rather. Good early space taking here by Camino. I really like this. I'm gonna play it cautiously though, and I respect that decision.
There's going to be a tail drone down the middle.
Gotta have the omens meet in just a moment if things go too hairy. Camino.
Camino with the clicking.
He's clicking good. Niku's as well. They're each gonna find one apiece, and Levy. The gates have opened, the spike is found, and chaos ensues.
Spike is under the control of CSU, sort of.
At the very least, they'll be able to maintain occasional vision on it, which should slow things down here for Syracuse.
Unfortunately, Prez did actually go with the sheriff. He was going to get 2 kills. They know where he's at, though.
They can just play this one as slow as they like. Pretz with 3, Pretz with 4. Levy's got to hit this clutch with 1 shot to the body, and he's gone. It's an ace there for Syracuse.
It's the sheriff. It does too much.
It's so good. It's like 55 damage to the body, something like that.
Yeah.
It hurts. Very much so hurts. And when nobody's got shields, it hurts that little bit extra. This is expecting to be a bonus round here for Syracuse. CSU, they are playing against a team here who should be relatively close to their skill level based on rank. Relatively high.
Camino is going to get scanned, so they know someone's over by A.
As an overstay is welcome. They're going to play this one slow. You see the Taeho as well is currently lurking towards B site, so they have an option to rotate over there if they deem it worthy.
Let's see if they can get the headshots. The flash misses, but so does Levy, unfortunately. He gets a bit of a body shot, though.
Bit of a tag, nothing more.
They're really locking this down. They've had to use a bit of util, but both sides at this point have on this one small area.
B side is open with just a lone Vice Wall defending it. Oh, Levy's gonna get a headshot on Prez though, getting revenge from last round.
Bro, the classic, dangerous in a smoke, almost better than a sheriff in this one specific instance.
They know that the wall's been activated, so they know that someone's over at B, or at least in the main. But now they hear the plant going down.
Ends up being a good rotate here for Sierra Cruz. Nobody hit by that drone.
Unfortunately, the Guardian taking out Revy.
So much damage at those long ranges. Body shots, headshots, it doesn't matter. It's so precise, so much damage. Hayabusa is going to find 3, and you can't find enough. Levy drops. The bonus goes to Sierra Cruz, despite a good start.
The Stinger just shredding through their unshielded health. And even finding a headshot kill in the midst of it, too.
Levy's actually going to struggle to find a good buy here based on the amount of money he's got. NECC's as well, a little bit low on funds. They're trying to choose between util and a good weapon.
Looks like they might go for the save.
I mean, having a rifle guaranteed next round would be very nice, so it makes some sense to me at the very least. Surprised not to see a Guardian, though.
Spike has been left over at A site, so it seems that they're going to cause some noise over at B, force a rotate. NECC's forced up.
I like that, though. It's very aggressive. He's forced out and forced to die. That'll be the kill for Hayabusa, but Atejo finds a kill on each side.
Whoever needs to move, they know his location. Spike is still over at A site, so yeah, they made their noise. Now they're slowly creeping. They're slowly creeping over.
They should know at some point soon that there's a rotate going on, given the fact that Sierra Cruz, pardon me, they played that one relatively fast. When they hit, and now they haven't played for anything in quite a while. So CSU, if I'm them, I'm starting to realize something fishy's going on.
And that looks like what Revy did. He sent his drone through B main, found no one, so he most likely called out the rotate.
Yeah, you can see it. There's a rotate to match for most of CSU. I love this.
30 seconds left.
It was an easy read.
Camino should have heard that alt or check the middle path first, and hearing all this. Camino's unknown. It's gonna spam through the smoke and reveal his location. Gonna scan too.
Huge knife there. CSU, they should be able to play for this retake, and they actually find the spike carrier, so this might be good enough.
They just need to live.
It's only Levy.
No!
A heartbreaker there.
Just as I said it too, because if they wouldn't have had enough time to plan, I don't think.
No, they wouldn't have. It would have been by a hair, even if they did. Levy's safe. He could go for a hero rifle here, but it doesn't seem like he wants to. It's going to be a sheriff hell at the moment. Full Glocks for everyone.
Yep.
Launching thorns.
All missiles away.
Levy is going to get scanned. Unfortunately, Owen taking out two. Fred's finding another one.
I like what they're thinking there, CSU. They're trying to walk mid to try to cause some noise and really cause some havoc. But Sierra Cruz are just locked in and have the read on it.
Revy and Crow. And it looks like it's going to be a rotate over to A site since they probably know that both of them are there.
Yeah, I mean, CSU had to have rotated at some point during that towards A site with how much noise was being made, and now you can confidently just walk away and head over towards A. Crow will know that they're here, but not a whole lot you can do from this position.
That's just click heads. And he's going to get scanned, though, so they know exactly where he's at.
What a flick there. He'll get some damage before going down. Stomp finishes him off with a wall bang and a phantom in hand for Revy.
And he was able to pick the phantom up off of the Owen. But can he do something with it is the question.
We have a good way to pop these through is the question. Yeah, it'll actually just break the door. I didn't even realize that was the interaction. He'll go down.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought it'd go around the long way.
Yeah, I thought it might go up or something, but Okay, maybe that's what we need to nerf about that character. Make it so that that doesn't break doors.
I mean, true, but it also does still just kind of leave him vulnerable because there's also the half second of him having to pull his gun out, and then you also know where he's at.
Yeah, but that's most util, and most util doesn't go through doors like that.
Also true.
If Raze's boombot just blasted through doors without dying, I would have a problem with that.
Well, yeah, true. KO knife is gonna hit Niku's, I think.
Only one scan means that they're gonna feel confident walking through here. Levy takes a duel that he's a little bit unprepared for.
Oh, speaking of Niku's, he has an operator too, actually. You didn't even notice that.
He was trying to play for that close angle to find a cheeky early kill, but nothing could come of it. And they do have the spike over here, by the way. It's gonna start rotating away, but
Looks like they did plan for the B push, but that operator quickly changed that. They don't want to risk getting one shot.
it's a good shout. Camino, he's taking a lot of space here, but he's making some noise, so they're gonna know that he is present.
He's gonna find one, but it's the Omen. He has always been over here. Up, but now he sees other KO knives, so now it's definitely gonna be calling the rotate.
Yeah, and the whole team is now here backing out minus Revy. There's gonna be the Armageddon popped for
Heaven. Unfortunately, he's going to delay Niku's. He's just gonna find a kill though.
very soon to back him up. That's one nice kill. It's a 2v4 retake, not
30
undoable.
seconds left. Spike planted.
Operator not in the best of positions, but it can still work if he can get the flicks.
Let's lurk here by the Vise. Gonna make things real tough. And Niku's is just watching for anybody getting overzealous, jumping over the wall there.
He's also gonna get suppressed, so they know he's up there, and he's gonna walk straight into the Vise.
Oh, the timing there.
Player standing.
Press will take him out. Can Revy win this 1v1? No, the wall bang is too much to bear.
And Prez is gonna go quickly run over to grab the operator.
Now they're gonna have that. The future is gonna make things even more difficult for CSU. Attacking op is never ideal.
And actually, it looks like we might not have grabbed the operator.
That makes more sense. I think I would rather have a rifle here than the op, and this also makes sense. I was actually about to predict this. This is a perfect time for a timeout, right? You've been losing. You've lost 5 rounds in a row. You have, what did he change his name to? Nung. He changed his username to something. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember. I think, is that Camino? Is that
No, Camino, it was Zacom. But either way, Nugget Nung is out there now to help with them today, and they have him, so they're going to have that extra coaching, which means that they're going to need to get big value out of these timeouts. This is the perfect time, I think, for a timeout where you're on defense, you've struggled to hold a site. You can still have a lead by the end of this half. It'll be very difficult. It'll be very, very difficult to do so. But it's on the cards. It's on the table.
True. SU does have access to Steel Garden, but CSU has No Command, Blade Storm, and From the Shadows, so they have better ults. So hopefully they can use them and start running some rounds. So it may not be this round though, because it looks like it might be on a save.
Rip and tear.
Leon, right, Leon.
Rip and tear.
Alright, I got very, very hyper fixated on that one small detail. It's gonna be a Deagle round for CSU, it seems.
The immediate Blade Storm, so hopefully they can get some shots. Gonna scan the Teo.
I do like popping the Blade Storm here. It shows that you're still confident despite everything that's happened so far. Obviously, having that infinite duration does help.
Yeah. SU hasn't done anything yet. They're just waiting. The tail drone is gonna go through, scanning B main.
Soon all hell will break loose here on B. Just waiting to see if SU want to go for it, but that smoke might deter them. Yeah, they're going to start backing off.
And they are slowly gonna rotate the spike towards the middle. Camino is gonna scan the tail, so he knows at least one person's there, so that's gonna keep him planted for a little bit.
Yeah, and look at this. Nobody until now with Niku's here is watching this. That's one shot.
And has 2 left in his blades to get a kill. Unfortunately though, his gun to get canceled out, so he's just with this classic now.
We'll have it back in just a moment.
I can't use
Reds finds the kill into Levy. It's even now. Obviously, rifles notwithstanding.
You sees him. Can you get the headshot? Can smoke to give him some cover?
He's trying to bait with that as well, I think. Try to bait a little bit of spam so he can walk through after the spam when he's reloading, potentially. The spike down. Now it's a 2v4 again. Tough, but bearable. Thorns are tough. Crow's gonna find his one. No rifle's gonna make this especially difficult.
Leon is going to disconnect, so maybe some technical issues on that side.
Thankfully, it's the coach, so it could be far worse. No point in saving here. You gotta find some magical situation to work through, and there's no magic today. Magic is dead.
Negus is gonna go for another operator.
Yeah, they're very confident in this pick. I don't like it here. I really don't like it specifically on Ascent, right?
Yeah, way too many corners for my liking.
I don't quite feel like there's enough long range angles to hold it here. Like, this is your best shot. Try to get a cheeky kill early, but it's so bad for these retakes that you have to play for sometimes.
And you also go by the super shorty as a backup. That is going to be the null command and the blade storm. Niku's just going to take him out.
Null and void. They'll get some trades back. It's a 2v or it's a 3v3. Sorry, they're going to find the res eventually. Crow goes down.
Actually, if I remember correctly, they also buffed the res for KO. Pretty sure they made like they turned into like 1.5 seconds. So yeah, you can quickly just go for the revive and get him back into the fight.
I didn't actually do it. I must have missed something there. But regardless, now it's going to have to be a forced buy for the Vikings. They're going to have to see what they can muster with their, at this point, struggling economy.
They're down 7 rounds.
7 in a row. If you lose, like, even if you lose 11 rounds in a half, if it's not 7 in a row, you can feel okay. 7 in a row, including pistol and both bonuses, that's where it starts to feel really tough.
Levy going for some jump peeks over the wall, seeing if he can spot anyone in the middle. But it looks like this SU is going to be creeping up A.
I love how Revy's playing this at the very least.
Oh, timing. Okay, at least they saw each other.
He's gonna back off. He doesn't want to play that too hard. And now everybody else is on A. Revy's calling to his team. I saw one. I ain't seen much else, so stay over there.
And the other is gonna be some engagement over on A side.
Revy's still trying to lock this down, but now he sees the line. He has to get out of there.
The tail will go huge. Yep, there it is.
I love the timing there. It's a beautiful timing from Niku's as well. He's gonna slow things down on the descent.
He got 2!
Wow! I tried to escape into the corner. There's no space.
I thought that it wouldn't have reached.
That's gorgeous from the Vikes. That's exactly what you need from this position. Levy's gonna swing up. This is very aggressive. I don't know if I like this, but he is going to find a lot of almost free space here.
There's gonna be Steel Garden coming out from SU. Levy with the classic does not care though.
He's got his team backing him up, and Crow with the classic long range, the sniper that fits in your pocket. That one.
I think Levy was able to pass the gun over. Yep, he was. Nice.
On the board now. And you've been getting decent trades, right? So even though you're down in the hole by 7, now 6 rounds, it's not the end of the world. You see Sarah Hughes' eco at the moment. You know, that's not as bad as it could be. Usually we see somebody's got to have maxed out money by this point, but the most they have is 4,600.
Yeah, they have been dying, so that has been forcing them to buy the guns, buy them back. Fortunately, though, it's going to be a hard and fast push on the B side. Actually, nope, they slowed down a bit. They're waiting for the smoke. But Levy's spamming. Oh, gets 2? Gets 2 while blinded.
All right. Well, that's definitely a way to maintain your advantage. From one round to another, if he goes for that TP, I might be a little bit upset with the man, but no, he's not going to commit.
He was thinking about it for a second. Camino, unfortunately, isn't going to get the kill, but calls out the position.
And now they got a crossfire if they even need it, and guess what? They don't. 2 now. It's a good way of getting yourself back into it. And now if you're Syracuse, things are going to start getting hairy. Look at this. You already are relying on one player getting, you know, the regen shields. You technically have enough to buy that with Pretz having 2,900. But next round, if CSU wins a 3rd in a row, right, their money's looking good. And Syracuse, they're starting to drop it a bit.
Yeah, this is certainly what you want to see after such a streak of losses. You want to be able to at least get up a good number of points in the first half before it expires.
Especially on the defense. The way the defense has been going in particular, if there's any half to fumble on that you don't want to, it's defense, and Levy's going to go down.
And I did see a quick peek of another operator, I think.
Thought so as well.
Levy barely doesn't able to dodge the flash, but they didn't get pushed off of it. Not really, but coming up.
About to swing up in just a moment.
High and low. Doesn't matter. Camino finds 2 with the help of Revy. And there's Niku's with the operator.
Yeah, there's one place that the op can really hold down, and that's certainly mid. If you got a good sight line going. Now A is where they're going to be camped out, and I mean CSU's been matching these rotates really well despite everything else going on. They're matching it yet again pretty decently.
Yep, unfortunately Crow is going to get taken out, so that is going to allow them to plant the spike, but it is a 3v2, and Camino does have the null command. And yep, there it goes. They're going up, but there's Owen on the flank.
Really tough timing there. Owen's going to find 3, and that...
The timing couldn't have been worse. They were all focused on the side. They didn't notice Owen.
Having your one player who's watching that off angle be your, you know, Teo, and then planning on entering with your Teo util, it makes it so tough.
We are going to see SU using a timeout. Probably try to chill out CSU. We're doing something.
For sure. Ice them out a little bit. You might be struggling to find some rifles this round if you're Syracuse, right? No, not as much as I thought they would, but...
No, yeah, that round win gave them enough.
Yeah, in particular, Poop Smear I thought wasn't going to have enough. Again, I said this before the stream, I can't believe I get to say Poop Smear on broadcast. And I have to, in fact, if I want to refer to that player.
Yeah.
Court mandated.
Court mandated Poop Smear naming.
Hey, as much as I want them to, if they do manage to go to the finals and they get onto a big stage, it'd be funny just having to hear the announcer yell "Poop Smear."
Imagine a world.
Imagine if they like popped off and got like an ace to win the set.
Poop Smear! I was gonna say, imagine a world where a player named Poop Smear ends up in VCT. Just in the pro leagues and ends up getting into grand finals. And they have to unironically talk about this duelist prodigy named Poop Smear, who's been tearing things up in the North American region.
Alright, then it looks like there's gonna be a push on the middle. Tail drum clearing it out.
They're gonna hear some noise being made, so they're gonna be privy to it, but not especially so. They're gonna put some players here.
I think Revy just barely saw Owen there, so he is gonna send out the drone, get a scan. It gets 2.
He's gonna give up a lot of space here, and good call, all things considered. You still got Camino there on A site.
Speaking of A site, looks like they're starting to rotate over to A. Camino needs to hold the line.
He might have just found a perfect way to just hide behind this corner if they don't clear this.
They do, unfortunately. And the Armageddon clearing out A side, that's going to be still guarding though. So if they do push, they no longer can use their primary. Unfortunately though, Prez out of range was able to.
They had that one on lock. Hayabusa's gonna get the plant going. Levy on top here. He's got the Guardian, so range is no consideration. Niku's with 2 now. Suddenly a 3v3 retake, looking a little bit prettier.
Niku's clearing out the corners before pushing up. Revy is gonna find Poop Smear.
Right there from Revy. Levy?
Levy!
Oh!
The secondary. He had 7 health too.
One more bullet from anybody who shot the guy would have ended the round in CSU's favor. It's the heartbreaker. He swung up just a little bit too far, right? He was visible to the Teo there. Just slightly. Barely. Yep. And that's what ended up getting the round out. And that's how small a mistake can be and lose you a round like that.
Last round in the half, we are going. Let's see if we see these last two ults from each team being used. Most likely since the Blade Storm.
I expect that to be popped immediately. Yep, there we go. Especially because the funny's up more than the money's up for the Vikes at the moment.
Looks like SU is going to be making noise on B before deciding if they want to commit to it yet. Keeping tail with the drum, with the spike near up. Never mind, they up.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, they haven't made a decision yet. Levy holding out the paranoia in case he hears a footstep. He's gonna send it out. CSU's pushing up.
I actually really like this with the Spectre. You gotta make a play like this. At some point, Poop Smear's gonna find two, in fact.
And that's gonna be enemy Blade Storm now.
We might be in that hell world we were talking about earlier. 3
Yep.
now for Poop Smear. The Vikes are gonna rotate now. They don't wanna. They just want to get away from that, if I'm gonna be honest. And with from the shadows popped, they've got Null Command as well. They've got the Steel Garden in their back pocket if they even want to think about, you know, any concern. Marshall as well. This is so difficult.
Hey, a sniper's a sniper. If they can click heads, they can click heads. And Poop Smear is below 100 health, so they take him out. Classic was enough to destroy the vines.
That's crazy.
Fortunately, didn't give away position, so the Augers just spamming it.
Yeah, there's not much that can be done now for the Vikings. Poop Smear swinging up in just a moment. Gets timing out.
They just all crouched in main. Okay.
It's just the firing squad. What are you gonna do?
That was literally a firing squad. Like, what yeah.
What is there to do at that point? 10-2. Syracuse, rather. I keep saying Syracuse, and I don't know why.
Because it's more common in Syracuse.
Yeah, is that a person?
I don't think
It's both a name of a place and person. I'm pretty sure. It's just like a famous name. I can't remember. Also, is this best of 5 or is this best of 3?
I would presume best of 3 because this is playoffs, but this is round 1, and usually you see things like that are, you know, best of 3.
Okay.
Unless this tournament really wants to go all the way. I might be able to check, actually. Wikipedia sometimes has things of this caliber. That's the easiest way for me to check, other than asking the players between rounds. Don't want to ask them now, of course. An explosive start to this pistol round.
Slowed down just barely by the Vibes. And that is gonna give SU enough time to start rotating over.
I got the spike.
It's best of 3.
Okay. CSU is rotated over the middle. Some shots being exchanged. Niku swings out, unfortunately gets taken out. Owen finds 2. Levy and Crow are still over at A though, but they no longer have Spike. Crow and the other Vibes back to back essentially. And unfortunately, yep, it's gonna get timing. That's his name. Can't remember it.
Cover going out.
Just Levy. Unfortunately, he's gonna be walking up, gets hit by some spam.
Not much to be done there at that point. There's no way I'm looking at the front bracket. This would be too convenient if I'm somehow looking at an incorrect bracket.
Net deployed. One suppressed.
Camino is gonna find the other KO with the knife. Prez, I'm pretty sure got hit by the paranoia he did. It's gonna force him back further. Unfortunately though, there is gonna be a trade.
He's holding that knife up for just a second too long. Doesn't have time, or the flash rather, for a second too long. Doesn't have time to switch out. Stinger might as well be a rifle in these situations, and yeah, Stomp proving that.
Yep. Unfortunately, the one with the gun looking at the right place wins.
Who would have thunk?
Yeah, with 2 health, being a little risky with going out so early. Literally a single chip and he's dead.
Gonna find a little bit of chip himself before going down, and Poop Smear too low to
This is
survive.
winnable. I think that's a one-shot body shot. Oh no, they switched from the sheriff. Oh, that's definitely a one-shot body shot from.
That's a one-shot body shot from the Stinger, I think, potentially. There's a tap, and he doesn't find it!
Oh, heartbreaker there.
Left with 17 health. Unfortunate. It's going to be going to match point.
Match point.
I must endure. Shadows traveling.
Alright then, CSU. Oh, there's an outlaw still in play. Forever gonna pop the knife before he can scan him.
That point, small reminder. So, CSU are now in crunch time. It's must win from this point forward.
Prez is being hella aggressive, unfortunately. Yep, not a kill yet. And Levy wins.
It's big there for the Vikes' chances. Owen, though, finds Niku's.
Owen with the judge.
Fucking blast is all it takes.
Can he win? Ooh, just barely.
Swung up a little bit too far. It's unfortunate there. I've been trying to play more Valorant recently, and it's tough. It's very tough.
Yeah. A lot of things you have to keep track of. Ooh, That's gonna be a collateral. Hitting both of them, leaving them low. Health is not on the side of CSU, but numbers are.
Numbers are even at the very least, and
now it's not. Crow needs to get 2 headshots.
30 seconds left.
he's got the Bulldog. He needs to hit more than that, even. No, heartburn.
Yep, and he's gonna get pushed immediately. Paranoia. Throwing his spikes. Gonna spam. It's not enough, though, just because of the judge.
He can just jump over the shots there, pop them with the judge, and yeah, that's gonna be map 1 sent over to Syracuse.
Defenders win.
All right, we are back, everybody. Map 1 is done and dusted. Map 2 now about to go underway. Lotus is the selection. The flavor of the day. Still, the composition's primarily mirrored. However, Crow is having a different taste.
Looks like Crow might be going with the chamber pick, which wouldn't be uncommon for him.
Not really uncommon for this team in general. I feel like they love the chamber. I mean, obviously, it's Crow specifically who does it, but I feel like whenever they have the opportunity to pull it out, they go for it. And seeing as it is Lotus, this is a map we've seen them do it quite often. The Vise is still good here, but it's not as good as something like a chamber can be. Especially if you're not playing a Yoru, who I think can be decent on this map, but regardless, I think the chamber is pretty kino.
Looks like SU is gonna be going up the middle for the first fight, for the first round.
At least hovering it for now. Winning one of these first 3 rounds is going to be pivotal for CSU just on their mental state. After going down 0-7 in the first almost quarter of the, or more than quarter of the game.
All missiles away.
Yep, SU's slowly creeping up middle. Like Camino might find them though. Get some damage. Able to escape.
All that util being pumped into him, he's going to be able to pop a little bit on the returning side. Slow down their attack.
There's going to be the door pressing. They are going to rotate towards C though.
My bad. Oh no, I stepped on a wire, not your foot. Drone taken away. Pretz finds Levy. Takes him down. They're going to have to play for the retake here, the Vikes. Look at Crow here. He's all the way back towards attacker's spawn. And I don't think they have any idea about this.
They shouldn't. They ain't set up in the util to watch behind them. So maybe they'll find a couple of them even out the fight.
With that headhunter, that's going to be the fault line. A couple of guided salvos.
Yep, Crow finds one. Revy with his own salvo gets a kill.
And even though he only trades 1 for 1, that space created should be enough for them. I say as Pretz finds a pair, and that pair might be enough, Revy.
Time's ticking. Revy has to make a play.
The lone survivor now. He's going to jump right over the wall. He's trying to find his target, and he just cannot. Poop Smear takes him down.
Owen was just playing a ring around the Rosie. They are going to get taken out, though, so they are. But it was just pistol rounds, so it doesn't really matter.
One purchase now for CSU outside of utility is going to be the Deagle for Niku's.
And this time Crow's over at C side.
All alone. Hovering towards Mound as the rest of the Vikings are pushing hard to attack inside A.
Niku's able to find one. Finds 2. Gonna get pushed back by the salvo.
That's huge. You need that when somebody's going in with the sheriff. Somebody makes the expenditure, and you need it. Camino's all alone. Niku's in the vicinity, but just gonna walk right through. They don't have the spike though.
Oh yeah, they don't.
I had to bring it up sooner because I thought they would have grabbed it at some point, but no.
Camino has the timing, but does he know though?
Just gonna run
Not
right through
needed.
that.
Revy's gonna clean up.
I can hear them popping off a little bit from here, and yeah, you deserve it after that. How map 1 went? Map 2 needs to go better. Massive amount of damage being put into Syracuse's economy now.
Everyone except the top frag is going to be going for a sheriff unless that was just a little bit of a delayed buy.
He's got the classic, I believe. We trust. We have faith. Oh no, I said we have faith.
Camino's gonna have to move over a little bit. But they don't know he's there. They're still gonna check the corner, and he's gonna get taken out.
That sheriff.
Crow is gonna find one with his headhunter though. Cover going out. And he's gonna get out.
Turns right towards Levy, watching over him like a guardian angel. Health advantage is currently held by CSU, but
Button did get pressed again, making some noises, but it's Crow and
Levy.
Yeah, Levy.
Yep. I was confused for a second. Levy's gonna take down 2 before going down himself. They're gonna give away a couple of rifles because of that, but Niku's and Revy, they're gonna begin to rotate and they're playing for a retake.
It's gonna be 2v2. Let's see what they can do.
All missiles away.
Lots of explosions going off.
Range shells, a little bit of that as well.
Unfortunately, not looking in the right direction. Gonna get headshot by Stomp.
2-1 at the end of the first 3 rounds. One way or another, it'll happen eventually. And the Vikes should have just barely enough here to get at least most of the rifles down, if not some of them. Yeah, I mean, they certainly got enough money if Crow's going all the way with an op.
I need a drop. Gracias.
Full buy versus a mostly full buy. A couple of light shields on the side of the Vikes, but that shouldn't be too much of a deterrence.
Let's hope Crow can get some pop, get some picks. Looks like SU's gonna be trotting at A for a bit. Whoever was able to destroy the drone, I don't think they know Niku's is there. But now they know he's there. And unfortunately, he's gonna get stunned inside the salvo.
Armageddon's going to slow down any approach that they were thinking of doing in an aftershock sent in the other way. It's a warning shot, that one, and with Mound cleared over there on C's side, that's where their crews are going to be rotating towards.
Unfortunately, the Crow rotated to watch over B, so C side is completely open right now.
How much space they're taking here as well. They get to walk all the way through. This is going to be a duel. Camino finally wins that one, and Pretz is gone.
4v4 now. Spike is getting planted.
Spike planted.
Feeds him, gets the hit kill.
Really slow there from Stomp, actually. Not a quick reaction on the first shot. He's going to pop the rendezvous now, Crow. Seeking around to see if anybody's in a vulnerable position, but for the most part, it seems as though CSU might be able to get a defuse here. Limited risk.
Crow gonna teleport out after he gets blinded. Swap for the rifle. Armageddon clip coming through.
Well, he saw Poop Smear. The spike is halved. Revy finds one, and Crow's got him matched.
And that's going to be the defuse. Crow claiming his operator.
I have to say, I don't think the op is a good pick today. With the 2 maps that we've seen, it can work a little bit better here. But I feel like it's just not getting a whole lot of value. He literally switched it out, got one, and then picked it back up.
Well, he also got one with the operator the first time, though.
That's true. I'm just not an op believer, I think.
It begins.
Maybe looking to set up the one-way by the seams of it.
Hero rifle currently being held by Poop Smear, the duelist.
Revy gets a kill with the salvo.
Had to have been a fault line or something popped with that.
It would have been also an assist from Camino, though. It was just Revy.
That's true, and Poop Smear with the hero rifle, he's gonna find Camino. Contact's made here. Levy finds it good. The drone.
He's gonna get the concussion, slow him down.
I think it's flash as well. Yeah, he's just taking everything to the face.
Crow with the kill. Unfortunately, gonna get taken out.
Good pre-fire there from, I think that was Hayabusa.
Salvo pushing forward a little bit.
1v2 in CSU. They've got more HP on each of their players.
But he does have the spike, and it looks like he's gonna be rotating over towards C pot. Oh no, he's gonna commit for B.
He should. He doesn't have much time here now, unless he wants to go A. But look at this bench.
Looks like he's going for A possibly.
That's such a risk right now, I feel. But it's gonna work out for him in the end. The Vikes aren't watching that angle.
He's gonna have enough time to slowly clear it out before making a rush decision. He's taking it. He's up. Levy's gonna teleport over towards A. Yep. He's gonna heal the TP. He cancels it. Oh no, it got destroyed.
Spike planted.
I mean, it had to have been just like manually canceled there because he didn't react to it like how I would expect.
He's trying to get the operator closer so he can reclaim it for Crow. That showed that they're confident. Sending in the paranoia. Unfortunately,
Battle of the Teos. No more util left in the round. It's all about how these players can use their rifles. I lied a little bit. Got Salvo.
Anyways, and he has the time.
Just enough. It should be a couple seconds.
I should have a few seconds. Yeah, 2.4.
Yeah, just barely under 2.5 seconds. Plenty of time.
He didn't have to go for that quick, and again, we can hear the players popping off. They're feeling so good. They've already won more rounds in 5 than they did in 15 attempts in the previous map.
Yep, and it's going to be CSU taking the time out, actually. So maybe they're going to refine their strategy a bit more so they can stop going back and forth.
I think this is an overheat pause. I heard Camino getting very loud. Remember, when we hear players popping off a lot of the time, it's a lot later than this, and it's a lot closer in actual proximity than this. Than where the Val White guys are. They are literally facing away from us, half of them. Not only are they facing away from us, they're also further from us. So hearing a pop off like that tells me that I think they are taking this time out specifically because they're starting to overheat and they want to calm down a little bit, take a breath, and make sure that they don't go too hard in these following rounds.
SU has Steel Garnet from the shadows, while CSU is going to be using the Tour de Force, and they have Party Stopper, the Showstopper.
The Party Stopper. The Party Stopper's in the house tonight.
Yep, Crow's going to be saving. Just going to be popping with the Tour de Force. Everything gets done, but fortunately doesn't get pushed off of it.
The man is built with confidence in his core to be stunned and just take it and stay.
Bro can possibly get some kills here.
Look at the level of fear that playing with right now, SU.
Yeah, they heard the alt line. They know it's somewhere. Yep, that's gonna be an alt. Doesn't matter though. Gets the flick and teleports out.
What a shot there for Crow.
Unfortunately though, since they know he teleported out, that's gonna give them the confidence to push up a little bit. And it looks like they might rotate towards B. Levy though, while on the rotate, is already there. Showstopper gets. Ooh, I think Omen was just barely able to dodge it with the teleport.
You want to try to rotate? No, stay there. You're not leaving. And Crow is giving you a good reason as to why Wallbang takes away Owen.
SU stuck between a rock and a high place. Levy taking some damage with the jump peak though.
They can just walk straight backwards, but at this point they're committed too deep, and with 24 seconds left, they don't have the time. Camino and Stomp, each one find a kill.
Spike got tapped. Unfortunately, Crow's get taken out. Levy's gonna fake the teleport upwards.
He was thinking about actually committing to it for a second. Niku's with 2!
Niku's on the flank.
These guys are officially locked in if they weren't before.
And once again, Crow going with the operator.
Keeping it from that last round, I think.
No, that he out of his ult.
Oh, true. Yeah, he's gonna have to buy up again.
Yeah, he saved last round and just used his ult, and now he's buying the operator.
All right, man. I like it a little bit more here, but I'm just not a fan. I am just so incredibly biased against it, if you can't tell.
That's gonna be from the shadows to the back. Is he gonna commit?
Oh,
He
Levy
commits.
knows. Levy knows.
Yep, and the paranoia confirming it. Gonna send out his own. Rolling Thunder. Can Levy get the kill first? Nope.
And Stinger is gonna do just enough damage.
Yeah, it's an SMG. It would have that faster firing rate. Actually, yeah, literally running because of fire rate. He has like 2 health left. Oh.
You're gonna get this tap on point. That Rolling Thunder, I don't think it did a whole lot, but either way, they get the plant on now.
Camino dumping all his util.
Kinda have to right now.
And it pays off. Gets 2.
Oh. What a shot there, and yeah, Niku's,
And that's the round.
I mean, you popped the Armageddon, but you didn't really need to.
Unfortunately, it seems it's going to take a little bit of damage.
Went away from Rolling Thunder. You might as well give it over to Camino, and 5-2. I have a feeling this was the Vikes map pick.
Probably. They do seem a lot more confident than they did last game. I mean, yeah, last map. SU is just barely able to afford a full buy here. They're trying to decide between the Phantom of the Vandal, though. Crow could have his work cut out for him. Walking into 4 people with the operator. Gonna get spotted. Gonna have to get teleported. Gonna have to teleport out before it gets pushed.
Early shot there for Pretz is gonna find Levy.
Boombot's gonna force Crow back even further. You're gonna have to give up C-Site. Once that smoke dissipates, he better have the good flick. Oh, he sees someone though. Gets the plant, and that's gonna be Rolling Thunder.
And no plant going on while that Rolling Thunder rolls on through. It's now 1 player remaining. The Armageddon able to find that last kill. They know one's main. Camino spamming it through, and it's going to be Niku's who finishes that one off, and the players pop off yet again.
Looking for his favorite skin. Camino finds one that he likes.
There's going to be a timeout coming from SU. All they have is Steel Guardian to their name, so let's see if they plan on using it this round. Looks like SU's gonna be going for A again. Once again, they're gonna be walking into Crow. Let's see if he can get a pick before having to be forced out. Oh, nope, he's gonna just have to teleport away.
Now you're in a position here, if you're Crow, where you really don't want to be. Your sight line is not optimal by any means for this op, and almost everybody's on A while the rest of your team, they're not with you, but they are starting to slowly but surely take space away on the map.
SU is going to go inside tree, so yep, they've definitely committed for A now. Up, Camino. Can he get the timing on Prez?
Camino!
Has the better gun and can win this. Took a little bit of chip damage though.
You're up against a Phantom, you're at risk of a headshot at longer range now, but all things considered, you take that kill.
Up. I said they had committed towards A, but nope, they opened the door and left again. They're on B now.
I swear, I think that the guided salvos this series have found more kills than some players have.
Yeah, I think it is just you forget it does damage and not just, you know, makes people move.
30 seconds left.
It's a good piece of util, and they're definitely committing over towards A now if they weren't prior. Crow holding.
Especially since it has two missiles. They did go back to A though. It's a 2v4. And looks like Owen stole the operator. So that's could go either way.
Yeah, that's terrifying that.
Owen not committing to a specific angle yet.
Another one for the salvos.
Yeah, honestly, the most amount of salvo kills I've seen.
Gonna grab the op as well. They're not gonna let that one slide. They'll keep it 7 now on their defense.
On what I would call, at the very least, like based on instinct, an attacker-sided map.
Yeah, there's a lot of options for attackers to have on this map, especially since it's a free site map. There are a lot more variables that the defenders have to take into account. And with more angles, it makes the operator, like have you been saying, not have as many good positions to be in. It does look like they're going to be going for C side though. Well, we've seen them rotate multiple times in the middle of a push, so it could go either way. Ooh, the drone just barely able to scan Levy, so they know at least one person's on there. Crow was able to get a kill with the operator though.
Be happy about that one. He should be close to his tour de force soon, so even if he dies again, they're not going to need to keep that one around.
Spike is getting planted. Levy is getting pushed, gonna spam through smoke. Ooh, I feel like if he held it for a bit longer, that would have been better.
Just gonna walk straight through the aftershock, and Rebby finds a spam kill that'll give an opportunity for the Armageddon, and Owen finds Crow. Everything goes awry all of a sudden. It's a paint shell kill, though.
Never mind, CSU just wins. They just win. Simple as that.
Alright. My bad. I thought things were going to go sour, but it turns out sweet in the end. 8-2 now. Looking good. Hey, don't worry about that part.
Yep, and it did look like they was able to save the operator because Crow's on sitting on a nice 7,800.
In we go.
Crow once again may be able to get a pick here. By being really cautious since Crow's been using the operators pretty much every round since round 4. Actually, no, yeah, he has been using the operator every round since round 4, and he gets a pick.
Yeah, you think you're good to walk up, but Crow with the op still locking it down. Doesn't matter if you pop the util, he's got that rendezvous to get out.
Unfortunately though, Owen is going to get taken out and still Garnet, but Crow is on the edge of it, so he doesn't have to worry about his operator, and they know it because he just fired a shot, but unfortunately misses.
Yeah, Camino also didn't get affected by it. It would have ended by now, I'm pretty sure, but it still gave them the take, and Camino, I don't know if they're going to know he's on this angle with Levy as well.
The person going through tree probably doesn't know. Oh, they know now. That's going to be a trade of the omens.
I think you're a little bit okay with trades at the moment. That's going to be the showstopper. Let's see what it can find. The rocket propelled.
Camino dumping all of his util in tree. Unfortunately, it's just him now. Gets shot from behind. That's going to be the round going towards SU.
Last round before
They just S without the C.
I was thinking that earlier. I didn't bring it up, but literally us, but less. Literally.
In the final round of the half, we are going to see SU going for another C push. Once again, they like rotating on this map, so could go anywhere. I've been on this map and they just like rotating in general, actually.
Yeah, now guess what they've got? You hear it? Tour de Force online.
That's gonna force him to slow down a bit. Levy is gonna get spotted by the drone. He's gonna get hit by the paranoia, but sends his own to slow him down.
Good shout there. He's going to swing up. Crow finds a kill, but he's gone without finding one of his own. The spike is gone, but they're going to be able to pick that one up pretty quick.
That is going to get trade, keeping SU from pushing up slightly. They do have Prez over at B, so maybe, like I said, they're going to rotate over. And look, the spike already is rotating over, actually.
And I like this. I want to bring up that they're keeping one player with the op at all times as long as they can. They don't want him to just be rushed down anymore, so they're going to keep a rifle right by him, whether he's holding it or not.
Speaking of rotating, they're rotating back over towards C now. Now the gang's all here. Can Crow get a kill? Is gonna get ooh,
headshot as well.
Levy's gonna get taken out. That's gonna be from the shadows on
Just
SU.
on the site. Doesn't go for anything too cheeky. Just puts himself with his team.
Rolling Thunder coming in. Oh, he's holding it. They're waiting. Yep, there it goes.
Showstopper on the other side. Pro a bit concerned.
Just gonna get...
Not enough time to react to that one. I feel you, man. Because he's gonna find one.
Unfortunately, though, Camille is just with the Camille now. Oh, that's out of range. I don't think they hear it because of it.
I think they just think it's a tap.
Ooh.
Enemy remaining.
It's halved?
He hears the footsteps, now looking in the right direction. He has a shotgun, he has a range advantage. Oh, that is a shotgun, but still, I don't know why I thought it was a shotgun.
8-4, not a bad half.
Yeah. Definitely a lot better than the first map.
Oh, yeah. 2-round wins, map 1. You've quadrupled it up to this point. That's only the first half. Yeah, you're feeling pretty darn good.
I was gonna be up. He went forward a little bit, but then teleports back because of the guy that's salvo.
Still trying to make a little bit of noise A, but I don't think it's going to work. Plenty more noise has been made C with that drone.
And
yeah,
we're gonna bait out the wall, which does not cause the immediate rotate since Prez was able to see it got faked. So they are still holding off from rotating.
They realize it's the chamber who's lurking right now, then that'll signal to them to begin the rotate if they haven't already, but
they haven't. 3 of them are still on the other side. That's gonna be C side being pushed, and yep, with the fall of Prez, that's gonna cause them to start rotating now. Pro was able to get killed though on the rotating. He's gonna have to run for his life though. He's gonna get taken out.
that's alright. It gives you a borderline free plant. You take away a player, but you'll take that trade.
Revy's gonna find another one, and 2. And they're both lower.
Fortunate as they realize it's coming from defender's side, and Camino, he's got an inkling, it seems. Bonus will feel really nice to get you to double digits here if you're the Vikes, as long as you're able to lock it down. There's not enough funds for Syracuse to reasonably go for anything beyond 1 sheriff here, right? Even if you somehow win this round, Poopsmear is going to struggle to buy up, and Owen even more so, but yeah, no, doesn't go for it.
Drone in the middle is gonna get destroyed by the Vies.
I think I'm thinking of Santa Cruz. Poopsmear?
Poopsmear is able to take out Pro, unfortunately.
You could get the scoreboard away, please. There we go. It's alright.
Levy sending the paranoia, bosses him back, and he's gonna get to shoot him in the back.
Look at where they're coming from, though. I don't think CSU has any idea that they're coming from the defensive side.
They don't, because their team... it doesn't matter. They're still going. They're going for C-side.
No matter what happens, it doesn't matter how good things look on a certain site. The plant C. Just plant C.
Essentially...
It's the law.
They are going to hear the door, so they know that there is someone at least in C main. Fault line's going to stun Revy. And he's blinded, and he's getting blown up.
Levy, who's pretty low on HP at the moment, is going to have to handle this one solo, and with a flash and a double swing, it'll be tough, and that's the round win sent over to Syracuse.
It's going to be a thrifty thing.
Is that a double thrifty? Were both bonuses taken by the other team this map?
I don't remember.
I think so. Big risk here if the Vikes are actually going to commit to the... They were holding a couple of sheriffs for a moment there. Crow now with a heavy shield. Still a big commitment in this round.
Wait, actually, yeah.
Like
Isn't that literally what this is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's double thrifty. Very interesting.
CSU moving like a unit on the mound. Knows it's gonna get spotted a little bit. Look a bit of damage is gonna get forced back.
Grabbing that old Torb. Are they just gonna leave?
Yeah, it seems like it. They made their noise and now they're leaving. Maybe towards B because Crow hasn't completely cleared out A yet. Up. Oh, they're going for A. Up. Don't mind.
What are they thinking? And Camino's still hovering that mound, just in case anybody chooses to waltz up.
Yep, and they rotate right back over to C.
I'm not sure if that was the plan to fake a rotate, but even if it wasn't, nice shot there for Crow.
Crow finds the headshot, and that's going to be the push on the C now.
Head successfully hunted. A swing up there for Camino is going to find one before watching Levy die before his very eyes.
Camino. Unfortunately, he's going to turn away from Owen at the wrong time. Niku's able to back him up, though. Spike's been tapped 3 times, finally goes down.
Who needs anything better than a deagle in this day and age?
Unfortunately, though, health is on the side of Santa Cruz.
Honestly, I would have played to trade Niku's and go for the Armageddon there.
And unfortunately, though, that is going to be the round.
Well fought for the Vikes. But yeah, I would have played... Granted, obviously, there's hindsight, and, you know, we can see them through the walls, and they can't, so they had to play for a more standard hold. But if you can manage to pop the Armageddon to try to force grab a couple of those rifles, you stand a much better chance. So I've considered popping the Armageddon down towards C-Link, I think it is. And just try to get a play for the rifles. But now you've got rifles in hand, you do have to buy them. Tends to be how things work. Usually, I have to buy things to have them.
I mean, there is a lovely 5-finger discount.
Yeah.
That would.
The what? Wait, the what?
5-finger discount.
Stealing.
Oh.
That'd be an interesting ability for a character.
Just steal. That'd be an interesting ult. Steal a rifle, kind of like Deadlock ult, but instead of taking the player, you take a rifle from them.
Yeah, it'd be like Lobo from Apex.
Yeah. Oh.
This time, Crow is being backed up by Levy. Oh yeah, he's backed up by the entire team actually, because they're going for A. The timing, unfortunate. Halabalusa.
Look at this lurk from Camino as well. He's going to make a little bit of noise, and he is basically solo cleared C and CSU. Like I said before, whenever in doubt, you're playing for C.
Yep, even with Camino being taken out, they're still going for... Never mind.
Okay, make up your mind! Okay, they should have just committed. They should have just committed to C.
Yeah, because even SU's figured, okay, now they got a kill over here, so they're probably going to rotate back over here, and that's exactly
what
what
is this doing. Looney Tunes type of round that we are witnessing right now?
Literally finger around the rosy the entire map. Crow by himself in a 1v2. Never mind, Niku's there to back him up.
Okay. They'll win it. They'll win it.
It took a while because they just kept rotating.
Looks like Bugs Bunny in the lobby right now. What was that?
Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season,
A
rabbit
season, C season, A season, C season. Ugh.
If CSU can win this round, SU's economy will be in the dumps.
Yeah, that'll give them a potential map point and bring the series to even, advancing their way through this.
What the hell's Crow? There he is. Not used to him being with someone.
Massive dump of util there. It's the paranoia paired with the fault line on mound. They heard one shot, so they know that somebody is still hovering it, but Camino's going to find one before anything goes awry, and he's just going to leave before that could even be considered happening.
Unfortunately, the scan is going to go off, I think, getting Levy.
It did, just barely.
And they are getting rotated on slightly. Owen is going to teleport back towards C. And they're going to rotate. Poopsmere is going to find Camino.
The perpetrator always returns to the scene of the crime.
There's going to be a push on the A side, though.
30 seconds left.
Making a lot of noise now. That Vias wall is going to slow things down. They have to walk through the
Trez
door.
finds two, and they have Spike now. Nikus is going to fight it anyways. Oh, never mind. He's going to fight it. Not looking at the right angle. Up gets it, though.
He's not got much time left. He needs to find a way to plant or for them to just get these 3 kills.
Yeah, he had no choice there. Crow should just say, oh, never mind. Damn.
Yep. I agree. Crow should just save, unfortunately.
Oh, some BM from Poopsmere.
I like to see a little bit of BM. That was a must. What?
Think about what you just said.
I like BM. I like a little bit of drama in my
Think about
games.
the character. Think about the player's name, and what that other.
This might be a knowledge diff in the booth, because I don't know what you're talking about. Well, the producer had to educate me a little bit, but I like some bad manners in my games. I like a bit of, a little bit of just
a little bit
toxicity.
Of some tasteful toxicity.
It's exactly. You know, esports isn't complete if somebody's not a little bit peeved.
Mm-hmm. If there's not someone shouting, is it really esports?
That's true. And if there's not a fist fight after the game, is it really hockey?
Is it football too?
True. If there's not a fist fight mid-game, is it really hockey? And if anything happens, is it really soccer?
That's all. I love football.
If anything happens, is it really golf?
Yeah.
True.
Things happen in golf. Nothing happens in soccer. It's a bunch of sweaty men running around a field, and games can draw. Why do you have a sport that can be a draw?
I mean, most games can be a draw. It's just that if you allow it.
Yeah, but it's not allowed. It's that they have to. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, we've been here for 3 hours. I'm tired. I want to go home. It's 0-0.
Yeah. Niku's going with the showstopper, looking for someone.
Everybody's just gonna dip out before he can find a good, adequate target.
Might get couldn't get any chip damage. It's gonna be Armageddon clearing out the spawn. Oh, Niku's just got blinded and jumped.
Horribly unfortunate that the paranoia would come up right when he swings, and now it double swings. CSU.
Rolling Thunder. There is also the Tour de Force, which we didn't realize earlier. Hey, cancels out the showstopper. Love to see it.
Yeah, you happy about that? 3-2-1 Valorant. Every ultimate's been popped pretty much. Just missing out on those Omen ults as well as the Steel Garden. Expecting a tap, but Crow's expecting a rotate. More rounds for the Vikes.
SU's economy could be better, but it should be enough to keep them down.
They might have to give this round away, and I think they're starting to realize that they have to play for overtime here. Syracuse.
Can I get a drop?
Horrible name for a school, I'm sorry. Horrible name for a city, I looked it up. It's an actual city, not just the school.
Alright then, looks like it's gonna, looks like they might go A. They are getting slowed down by the util a bit, and they are, in Syracuse, is actually just pushing up with their guns.
With the light bite, you kind of have to. It's a swing up there. Niku's going to find one before being dropped to Hoop Smear.
There's just bullets flying everywhere.
One smoke popped there for Levy, but Pretz pops Revy on the other side.
Crow, unfortunately, is going to get taken out by the SMG. Ooh. Unfortunately, this save round looks like it might be a thrifty.
It's low-key a must-win round if you want to be able to close out this map without overtime being a factor. So, if you're Syracuse, happy about how this has resulted, but you have no idea where the spike is, and
oh, yeah,
it's a law of nature. It's going C.
Hey, if anything's open, go C.
Oh, well.
Oh, actually, were we wrong for the first time? Are they good? They're going A?
Well, apparently...
Seconds left.
Apparently it should have been C.
The one time it should have been C, it's not C. And unfortunately, Camino is going to be walking right into that 50.
You have to win 4 rounds for Syracuse to avoid OT in a row. To avoid, you know, a disadvantage OT, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Vikes now, they're going to be forced onto a lower buy.
Yeah. Let's hope that CS. Let's hope that
Thrifty for thrifty.
Yep. We are gonna be seeing the Phantom actually coming out from Niku's though.
Hero rifle potentially. Might have sold it. I think I saw it.
Oh, he sent them in different spots.
They've gotten almost all these ult orbs, it feels, over by Mound. At least on attack.
Taylor Jones scanning nothing. Ooh, Crow aiming just a little too high.
A little late on the trigger as well, but... tough shot to hit either way. You got one chance with it. Not a rifle. Semi-auto.
It fires fast, it's just the bullet spread. Oh, Crow risking his life to pick up the rifle.
They're walled off by the Vise.
He's gonna toss it over to Camino though. Because yeah, he only has 8 health.
Use the bait. The Vikes have the plant. This is looking... it's looking good for us.
From the shadows, getting some information, not seeing anyone on... oh, never mind, he committed for B. He's on the rotate. They have the inkling. They don't know though.
Not sure, but they think that they know something's fishy.
Levy was able to take him out. That was a steel garden.
It's only Levy now, and he's got the sheriff. Not a whole lot else. That's one. Is he gonna be able to do this?
I don't think so. They're getting to defuse. They're sticking it. They're sticking defuse.
Oh, hello!
It doesn't matter though. Unfortunately though.
Heartbreaker. You got 3 there with nothing but a deagle. Now it's 11-9. Things are starting to look a little bit tough now for the CSU team.
The economies are kind of even. Well, CSU is looking worse for Rare. They need to win this round to keep a decent economy. And well, obviously, at least guarantee the overtime.
And if they lose this one, they're probably going to need to light buy or force buy. And I don't want to see a force buy, but at the same time, if they do that, it'll be 11-11. That's if they lose here.
I did see Owen with the operator taking a page out of Crow's book.
Mighty difficult. A lot of noise made towards A is going to open things up towards C, especially with that kill by Crow, who's going to be able to pick up that ult orb unless somebody else thinks they're more worthy of it, and Revy.
They all can stall out for a good amount of time. The timing. Trez finds one.
It's a zero risk pick that he got there. Hayabusa, he's looking for the guided salvo. If they just swing up on him, he's dead. Pretz finds another.
Unfortunately, though.
Crochet King! He still gets it, and Revy with the op, he's holding it down.
I'm too far.
No, they should know where he's at. They hear the door. They know he's over there. Yep, they see him.
One shot from the op.
They do have Armageddon, though, so as long as Camino lives... I mean, not Camino, Revy. You're gonna send in the salvo, keep him off Spike. He's gonna hold out the Armageddon. Crow doesn't matter, they get to save the Armageddon as well.
That's massive there for Revy. Being able to save that for this next round. This is almost guaranteed a map win now. I say almost guaranteed, but you got 2 ults on the other side. One of them was a Rolling Thunder, and
we are gonna see a timeout.
Has to be. If you win this round for Syracuse, you might be able to win another, but the Vikes should have enough of an economy now to hold off, stave off demise at that point. They're actually going to have to go for a light buy here for Syracuse.
Looks like they're fishing for another 50.
They have to. I thought they had enough, but turns out they didn't.
Yep, and CSU just said, screw it, we're going A-side. It's from the shadows, though. It's good at least be able to provide A-side a little more protection. Armageddon clearing out back of A. Niku's not looking at the right angle. Spike is getting planted. Oh wait, no, they're in the smoke. Never mind. They can't see. Up, sees the head.
Nice there for Niku's.
I don't know why Prez was looking at the ground. Showstopper takes both of them out, unfortunately.
If I'm going down, you're coming with me. Owen is gone, and that's going to give CSU a good standing to win this round.
Camino finds one. Hoop smears left. And he's going to get taken out. That's going to be map 2 going to CSU.
Much closer than map 1, but this is where things get spicy for the Vikes. Remember, this is nationals for the CVAL. For CVAL, this is playoffs. This is where do or die kicks in. You lose this, your season is over. Your season is done. Crow at the top of the leaderboard. I'm sorry for trash talking the op. I shouldn't have. Oh, getting close. We're gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Map 3 is just at the horizon.
One more map to determine if CSU continues in playoffs or if their growth is stunted, if they're not going to be able to continue on.
It's gonna be Fracture of all maps.
All maps Fracture. Who picked Fracture? I hope it wasn't us.
And it looks like we might also need another side swap.
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so?
I don't think so. I think attackers start on the left.
Okay, let's see.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. It's going to be the Breach as the smokes, or sorry, the Brimstone as the smokes this time, as well as the Cypher being locked in the Sentinel slot. Interesting here for CSU. No Vice committing over to the Cypher. Okay, well, I was wrong.
Yep, we do need a side swap.
This game sucks.
Alright then. Crow going back and forth on me.
Wee.
Alright, it's gonna be a push on A from the up. Owen and Prez just shredding through him, but Prez is gonna get taken out, fortunately.
Owen doesn't want anything more to do with that. They're just gonna leave before anything can get to Harry.
And they know they're getting flanked because of the cipher trip.
Everybody's back here now. CSU, they see 2. That means that
they got blinded though. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get the kill.
Last
And now it's just Crow left.
Spike down
they
A.
ain't even close to the spike now.
And unfortunately, not looking at the right angle.
It's gonna be round 1 going over.
That Brimstone better stay out of my way.
Very cute. Took me that whole time to try to. It's so hard to work out in my brain. It's SYRACUSE. It doesn't sound real.
It doesn't sound real. Well, we are American, so.
That's true. I should just stop being American. It'll make more sense to me. I'm gonna get my citizenship for literally anything else.
Well, I don't think that's a good plan, seeing as the current times.
I'll go to France. They'll take me.
Camilo taking some shots to the box, trying to see if anyone's hiding there. Multiple shots to the box.
Yeah, a lot of noise here, and there's only one player on the other side. They're trying to draw something out potentially, but they're not biting here for Syracuse. There's 3 players still hovering over towards A.
But they're on the lower part, so this could be a 3v3. Actually, yeah, this could be a 3v3.
Bit of wavering there on B. You can see it.
And it's gonna be another rotate. Hayabusa is gonna take out Niku's. So that was able to taunt. That was able to bait them into a rotate at least, somewhat.
Almost everybody's gone now, and Crow gonna lead the charge, and boom, Sky Smoke's down.
Prez is able to call out the Sky Smokes though, so they know it's a fake. Time is ticking though. They need to get the spike down.
Should just barely have enough time. Here comes Revy.
Yeah, they do. They have plenty of time.
Save plenty, but just under 4 seconds. Or just over 4 seconds, I should say. Levy, one wrong swing, and yeah, there it is. Pretz finds the kill.
Unfortunately, those good classics putting in the work. Crow picking up the Guardian, takes out another one.
Might actually be a sniper in your pocket. I was joking earlier, but a darn good kill there.
Levy still only has a classic and unfortunately has to play against a outlaw.
Might be able to drag this out for just long enough. Nope, I should not speak. Poop Smear able to find the kill in the defuse while he's at it. The bonus round collected. Now, CSU put up a hell of a fight, though. They got 3 kills. They were able to get the spike down. They should have so much money. Not so much, but enough.
A decent amount, yeah.
It's not as much as you might want.
Yeah, it's gonna be gonna have to sell the Vandal.
Oh, no, all the way down to us there as well. Not enough for the Bulldog. Doesn't want to go for any of the alternatives.
This is a nice spot.
It should do the job given the fact that they got 3 kills. I doubt Syracuse ended up buying a whole lot here.
And A site is actually just completely open. Niku's finds 2.
Or just there.
See, despite A site being open, since Niku's finds 2, that's gonna cause them to push on B. Actually, they might hang back a little bit once they realize the others. There's absolutely no pressure from coming from A side.
Yeah, and you can see the rotate's already started. These two, Nikus and Crow, are starting to move onwards as I think that's Revy and Levy.
The bomb of A is clear, but they're still cautious up the top.
North side seems to be vacant. They should be moving in soon for this plant.
They're still watching the tunnels, but Spike is just open for the plant. Yep, Niku's gonna go in.
Hey, again, nobody's here. Yeah, they are probably shocked as we are to see that this site is entirely left alone. Crow gonna take a second, taps it once, but gets the plant down the second time.
The Cypher camp is gonna get destroyed, so they know at least someone's in the back, up top, north.
One enemy remaining.
Crow finally taking out Hayabusa. It's just stomp, up and drop. Ooh, unfortunately he's gonna take out with the outlaw.
He's found 2 kills. He's been the only one getting kills so far for Syracuse.
And unfortunately with the outlaw, he could actually one-shot feature everyone, but it doesn't matter. Niku's gets the one-shot first.
So important to find that kill there. You don't know how things can turn. I mean, given the spike was down and it was starting to tick away, should have been good for CSU, but don't want to risk it. Camino's kind of weighing his options up against each other. He's thinking if he wants the additional 25 HP from the heavy shields with a weak gun, or if he wants to go all in with a rifle.
Drone going out. All missiles away.
Double blast pack sends Miku's up.
B site is not free, but it is open. The site itself is open. It's not free though. Armageddon is gonna clear them out though.
With everybody set for a retake, CSU can pretty comfortably get a plant going soon.
Gonna see it going off.
Health really low here for a few Syracuse players, but Crow's gonna be the first person to fall despite that. All 5 players still stand here.
Health is low for Syracuse. Unfortunately, Camino running out of ammo. With the classic, it's enough though.
It's a 2v1. Owen's got to hit the fat clutch right now if they want to stay in this, but CSU.
Everybody knows where Owen's at, but it's still going for jump peaks.
You can hear the spike ticking away, and even if Owen hit that, I don't think you're winning that round. The Vikes have equalized. It matters so much to get those 2 rounds. One of them is nice, but 2 of them confirms this isn't a repeat of map 1. This isn't going to be just you getting washed. You're in this.
Both teams have 1 ult. No theft on CSU and the Armageddon from Santa Cruz. Not Santa Cruz. Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Levy.
Alright, well, Poop Smear stayed a little too long.
Scan's gonna find the other Tasia. Niku's. Finds two.
Alright, yeah, that's one way to enter sight. With that, they're gonna be able to see. Yeah, ain't nobody here. They're both coming towards mid side, so be careful about that.
And they know what. They know someone's up there in that little tunnel though. It was a little kind of fake though, because he sneaked back over to the other side. Both the Molotov and the package, the special delivery.
One enemy remaining.
This might be a flawless round if they're able to keep this up.
Yep, speaking of the devil.
They're feeling good about that as well. I keep bringing it up, man, but I can hear them. I can hear them feeling it right now.
They've been playing well so far. They need to keep the momentum forward. Now, rifles in tow. The Vikes have so much money. They have enough for at least 2 more full buys.
Vikes coming in from the north on A side. They saw the Vise, but they wasn't able to get the suppressed. That's gonna be Showstopper. Looking for Vise. It misses.
Man, Pretz actually gets the kill there. They're gonna spam through, but they can't find it. No wall bangs to be found. Pretz finally gets felled, and Camino with 2, so it's equalized. Heroics matched by simple, good aim.
Levy has the knife out at the wrong time. Doesn't matter though if Stomp just misses.
He'll take that. Be pretty happy about it as well. Armageddon didn't seem to accrue too much.
All missiles away.
2 more kills for Revy to get his own, and there we go. 1 more special delivery sent forward.
Rolling Thunder going in on the single raise.
They know what's at stake if they win this round. The economy will be shattered for Syracuse. They want to really lock this one down.
Time is ticking. Camino, for some reason the spike stopped beeping.
It's a save. It has to be the save.
Yep. Camino can get out with his life as well.
As long as Revy doesn't just walk into the sightline and die. Yeah, there we go. That save was so important because now you have a reason to force buy here if you're Syracuse. Right, you have just enough money across the board to get some decent weapons in, some good weapons, and really it's the rifles that you're looking for as well as a single Guardian that stands out just a little bit. Side of the Vikes, of course, they are sitting pretty on the monies. Winning these rounds with spike plants with few trades at times, it's been really paying off.
Syracuse is going to be slowly creeping up on A though. Being a little bit more aggressive.
I like it in this situation. You want to take it to them, right?
Showstopper coming out from SU, but fortunately though, CSU is already cleared out. Oh, but maybe able to find someone? Nope.
Oh, ain't nothing there. You can hear it blast off.
Locating targets.
It's looking like Team Rocket not finding a whole lot of anything. Drone destroyed. Revy's gonna pop this.
Armageddon. Oh, that's gonna be Orbital Strike. Trez finds Niku's, who's cut off by the wall.
Wall, Armageddon, Orbital Strike, whatever you need there, it'll cut somebody off.
Yep, and we use our own Orbital Strike. Unfortunately though, CSU is gonna get taken out by Poop Smear.
I hate to say it, but maybe you like the Rolling Thunder there. Maybe you're starting to wonder if using it in the previous round was a mistake. In hindsight, you know, you absolutely could have saved it, but now you're starting to wonder if that's really what needed to happen there. Did you need to save the Rolling Thunder? You have rifles, so you have plenty of money, so you're fine on that front. But giving away that round there, After you've been on quite the hot streak, it starts to feel a bit tough.
It looks like Sierra Cruz is gonna just be rushing up A North. Oh no, they're not rushing it. It looks like they're forming a firing squad.
No criminals in sight this time to execute.
Oh, Niku's blast packs in front of Owen.
Really good tracking there. It's so hard to do that in this game in particular. Revy swings up, 33 HP. It's more than enough. He's going to find that kill.
The only health point that matters is the last one. My kid's tapped. Plant back in the corner. Rolling Thunder misses. But it's gonna get hit by the salvo. Gonna have to move and fortune into a sightline. Crow finds one before getting traded. It's 1v3.
So much pressure.
Up, gonna get blinded in the face. Satchel. They know exactly where he's at, and he only has a sky smoke in a stem. Yep, Jiggle Pinky ain't gonna be enough.
Equalized now is map 3, Syracuse. Keeping things competitive.
The Vikes are going to struggle to buy up this round, I do believe. They should have enough with some teammate purchases. Yeah, look at this, 2,500 currently for Niku's. Just barely Camino has enough to buy his teammate if he wants to. You can see that they're currently hovering some particular piece of utility down here.
Now does it get fired off on the lone Crow?
Oh, what a shot!
He got his one. Was able to get a trade at least.
Finding the kill onto the duelist is nice. I think I'd rather have my Sentinel, but
me too. But at least it's still even. Right.
Ultimately, you take what you can get at times.
Unknowingly, there's a brimstone right above them. Once that dirt bubble goes down, all hell can break loose. Armageddon gonna clear him out, gonna force him forward, and like I said, once the smoke dissipated, Owen finds two.
It's raw panic there. There's nothing else that could have been done. Camino on site. He ain't got the spike.
Also, though, this is winnable, even with not looking at the right direction, though.
Assuming both players are stanced up on the north side, but no one's coming from the west. The rest is history. That's going to be the pause coming in from the current coach, Leon. Low on money now, CSU. They have to find something to wiggle their way into this round if they want to win here.
Syracuse kind of spread out a little bit. Right now, both sides are open. They're just playing for a retake. But is there anything that is going to be needed to retake on?
I mean, clearly not. Look at this. You got three players even going towards A? Niku's has full site control, but I mean, they might as well have full site control on A where there's nobody there. Camino finds one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no rotating now. Up there's the lone Teo, Hayabusa. He knows he's there though. Hayabusa's low. Steel Garden coming out from SU.
When they're on a light buy as well, that's interesting. I think that they think that there might be more rifles. Levy was able to dodge it anyways. Hayabusa, very confident, just walk into the cyber cage.
Spike's being defused. Oh, nope.
Ain't gonna be able to stick on that one. Hayabusa finds a kill into Levy.
Orbital strike, he doesn't care. He's just gonna, yeah, might as well try to take out one of them with you.
That's what you have to do there. Maybe if you stalled for long enough, maybe they can't defuse, but...
Nah, because they would have gone at the half in the time it would have taken, most likely.
It's an unfortunate situation to be put in. 6 now. For the attack, or for the defenders, rather.
By any means necessary.
Only one ultimate on the field. It's gonna be the cyber cage held by Crow at the moment.
No, what the?
What did I say?
You said cyber cage.
I didn't know if that was his ultimate. 1 point ultimate. Ooh, with stability at that point. Oops, smear. Oops, smear.
Revy not knowing the grenade being right next to him because of the smoke. Levy game burnt.
No one able to finish that one off. Molly a little bit too much to bear, and Camino walking around.
Camino doesn't land the first shot.
Attacker spawn.
It's your spike carrier as well. There's not much to be done at this point.
Bro turns away at the wrong time.
Each team has gotten a flawless now on this map.
Last round in the half.
And it's the last round now. The last round of the half. Camino's 1 point off. Camino, Levy, and Niku's 1 point off the ultimate, so we are going to actually see a timeout coming in.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
I mean, might as well use it or lose it, I guess. But
I think that this is because CSU, they have 3 players who are 1 off ult. You want to have a proper plan here. You're actually concerned about losing this round. You should be, and you are. You want to make sure that your plan is adequate to stuff out any opportunity for CSU to get ults on. I actually think this is a really good time to pause.
they're probably going to play aggressive. They're probably going to play aggressive in order to prevent the ult points from being farmed.
At the very least, I expect some fighting around these ult orbs.
Alright, then let's see. That looks like 3 of them are going to be going up north of A.
We're just holding down that firing squad, though. Everybody's on south side. They're making so much noise, but there's no way for them to really know this.
Yep, they gave the ult orb over to the breach, so they have the rolling thunder. Niku's playing a little aggressive, trying to fish for a kill to get his ult point. Rolling thunder and orbital strike.
This was ultimately your win con. Crow with the bulldog is going to be good. Camino falls, but Niku's gets his ult online now as well.
And they have the no theft telling them exactly where they're at. Poop Smear, unfortunately, is going to get a kill.
This was probably best case scenario. Revy with the Odin. It was best case scenario, and things are still looking tough.
Is the Odin spam going to be enough? Unfortunately not. And yep, that's plenty of time to get the defuse.
It's just unfortunate there. Crow had, or not Crow, but Niku's had just barely built up that showstopper. Didn't quite pop it. Not sure what he was waiting for. Maybe just, I don't know. Try to get greedy with it.
Probably. Alright then, up. CSU just pushing up North A. NECC is going up. Never mind, NECC is also going back.
It's gonna be, it looks like A, pretty solidly held at the moment for...
Camino gets a kill.
I think that one was with the Aftershock, shocking to see. No pun intended.
That is going to be forcing to rotate over the B side.
Unfortunately, even when they get over there, there's still 2 players watching at the moment.
Yep. Unfortunately though, Crow's gonna get taken out.
Hey, Busa, he's gonna get the plant on you. Nobody's able to really stop this one. They have to play for a retake. On pistol, this is gonna be very tough, but CSU has a health advantage. You got a couple of people for them who are quite low.
Unfortunately, NECC is gonna get taken out.
I'm gonna find a wall bang, but he's just not. He's not biting. He's not biting.
Launching smoke.
Smoking out tunnel. Gonna get the kill before getting traded out. Gets 1, gets 2.
Still a very solid health advantage.
Yeah, has the health advantage. Taps. Not looking at the right direction though. He's getting snuck up on. He's gonna get killed. Never mind.
No, he ain't.
The right click. And since they got it to half, they got the defuse.
Oh, what a clutch there for Revy. Not announced by the game, but it surely was one.
And if they don't...
So, hey, sometimes the right click just gets stuff done.
Very often the right click gets stuff done. This is a crazy gun.
Looks like Syracuse is gonna be going for a north side push again.
All missiles away.
Levy with the outlaw. Unfortunately, not at the right side of B though. Here's the util.
There's a few players coming from the north side. Levy's finally gonna make his mark. Stomp is gone.
Someone's gonna get hit by the tripwire. Paint shells going in. NECC's.
Blasting off towards sight, but I don't think he's gonna be able to find much before Camino tears them all down.
Yep, Camino and Levy just taking them out. That's gonna be a flawless.
A beautiful bonus from them. A necessary one as well. Got so much money. You could see Revy go for a weaker primary here and still have enough for a full buy next round. He's obviously not going to because he wants money for subsequent rounds after that, but he could here in that and get away with it pretty reasonably, I think.
Yep, and we're gonna be seeing NECC's with the operator. Granted, it is kind of
round 3 op.
Missiles away.
Yeah, round 3 in the second half. Let's see if it works out. It might be able to. I saw that their raise is slowly creeping up. Maybe they get a kill.
This man's really wants to use this op, I guess, is all.
Oh, never mind, because apparently he was retreated. Oh, never mind. Just gets it on poop smear.
It's been announced now. You're not even going to consider pushing this side, I think.
Yep, they are going to be immediately backing up towards mid, or towards the B side.
Nice shot there for Levy.
Levy finding also another kill with the body shot. There was also the call out from the Cypher cam, so now they know that they're B side. They are going underneath though.
Calling out the Classic for that slightly improved range that it provides over the Stinger.
Levy might be able to find another kill here. Unfortunately not, he's gonna get forced back.
Barely lives the salvos. He took 2 hits. Or 1 hit from both on that first straight.
Has the frenzy.
Hey, it's just a bad phantom in these situations, but heck, you'll take it. Hayabusa will stomp, each finds 1. There's a trade.
Spike hasn't been planted yet. They're working on limited time.
10 seconds left.
Oh, Spike's been planted.
It's gonna be so hard to solo retake with just the op. I say that, but he's found the head of Owen. Is there one more in the bank? Do you got it in you, Nikus?
The Stinger, no!
It's a tough round loss. You spent so much on that op. You really gambled on winning that round there.
And the gamble almost paid off too.
He's got enough for another, I
Yeah,
mean...
Yeah, they're just buying it again though.
Have I ever brought up the definition of insanity?
Hit them fast, hit them hard.
Very with the aggressive sheriff. Fetch unfortunately is gonna take out Niku, so there goes the operator.
If you're gonna dip, he's still got that sheriff. He's still holding this down a little bit. He's got the stim beacon.
Camino following him up though, and Levy is gonna take his place instead of getting shot.
25 HP on the man. Couldn't find a rifle on the floor either, so he's still stuck with not but a deagle.
Spike has been planted now. Levy is one off his ult, so let's see if it's paid off.
It's really tough in this particular situation where you've got one off the ult at 25 HP.
Alright,
Managed to grab a phantom.
I did not know that the device made a sound if it flashes the cipher can.
I didn't even notice that. It's gonna be a save here for Revy.
Looks like that's exactly what it's gonna be. And yep, Crow's following suit.
I like this call a lot.
And I tried to run, grab it, wasn't able to.
Regardless, I'm still a big fan of the fact that they saved there. They're gonna go for the pause now. Leon thinks it's the right time for it. Not even sure if we're gonna have time for the league game that's supposed to be after this.
Yeah, it's 5:30 right now.
We're supposed to start at 4:30. If it ends up being a 2-0 in either direction, I don't think we're getting there. Not a lot in the field. Not much in terms of rifles. You got one Phantom I saw, and you got a Deagle here. Yeah, there's a Vandal as well, but very, very ambitious force buy, I feel.
Looks like they are just gonna be deathballing it though. Yep, they're deathballing.
Not on the right side though. Look at this. A is open.
It does put. Oh no, it looks like yeah, Camino. No, is gonna be going behind them. Gonna be watching over A. But unfortunately though, it's gonna make him get hit by the steel garden.
Orbital strike sent in as well.
Armageddon keep pushing them back. Spike has been planted. Scans one. Unfortunately, what? Yo.
Yeah, bad timing there for Crow. Thinks somebody's below, but no.
Yep, and now all the util being dumped on a drop. Levy gets headshotted. And ooh.
Yeah, but he kind of vanishes all at once there. 11-6 now. That force buy is going to start to sting real bad. It might have to be an OT finish if you want to win this map. And we're saying that it's 11-6. They have enough for a few rifles, it seems. I might be mistaken. Yeah, they will have enough. I didn't think they would, but they will.
Yeah, they're just gonna go. They're banking it on these last few rounds. The possible last few rounds. If they lose this, then like the last game.
That'll be their tournament run. If they lose this.
Owen.
Not a good start.
Oh, and spectating Viola Levy just as he's taken out.
I think they're starting to feel that pressure. They know that this is do or die now. He blast packs right into a bullet.
Rolling Thunder from Camino.
Revy and Camino, both of them need to step up now. They've been in positions like this before. They are the ones who need to find their way through. There's a line here. They need to find it. It's gotta be Revy. That's one. That's two!
Unfortunately, though, the Rolling Thunder... Ooh, took it from winnable to not.
It's gonna have to be a Thrifty to start things off if you want to come back now for CSU. There's no way they have enough. Okay, they have way more money than I thought they would. I don't know what's happening. Am I just bad at counting?
I mean, they do. I think they get guaranteed what? A guaranteed 2,000, I think, from losing twice in a row.
Something like that.
Yes, this should do.
All missiles away.
It's you playing aggressive again.
They've been going for these plays a lot, and it's just so dangerous because if you don't make it work, there's 4 angles to push up aggressive. 25% chance you get it.
Yep, Camino, can he hold the angle long enough? Unfortunately, he's turning away. He's turning away. Yep. Could be Owen taking out Camino. Revy sees the shoulder, gets the headshot.
Hey, best go in the game if you hit your first shot as the Guardian.
Nick is being forced back. Took a bit of chip damage from the, was that from the ult?
I think so.
Spike planted.
Got the showstopper himself. He's gonna pop it. There we go. The rocket.
Looking for someone.
But he's here.
Pushes up a little further. Can he find him? Shoot.
Oh,
And missed it!
wide!
That's not the time you wanna thread the needle.
Ball moments. Crow, he gets the tap, but he can't get anything more. The guy Salvo forces them off. Revy's gonna go up for the swing. He needs to hit this one. He needs to, and he doesn't. Hayabusa takes him down. Is it over? Not yet. Crow, he gets another.
Time's ticking.
This is no problem.
And he's blinded. Gets swung on.
I don't think it can be done. I don't think he has time.
He doesn't have time, even if he kills him. Yep. And that's gonna be the game. Yep.
The GGs are called.
Oh, and yep.
Attackers win.
It was a tight end, a tight finish. Despite being 13-6, it was closer than it may have seemed.
Yeah. I could have gone either way. But unfortunately, it went the wrong way.
Wrong way for us, but
Yeah.
an unfortunate ending to the season. They still made it to CVAL Nationals, which is still a massive.
I'm actually noticing that they're not leaving.
They
Okay,
hit the
there we go.
GGs.
Okay. I was about to say.
I was about to say, yeah. We're going to do a quick checkup to see if we've got time for League of Legends. But
Regardless of if we do or not, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for a couple of minutes. If the stream just randomly pops out and ends, you'll know why.